Hello, hello everyone. Happy Friday. It's Friday. The ladies at work call it Fry-yay. So, which is kind of cool. I don't know if I've ever heard it really said like that, but they all have like shirts and earrings and all kinds of cute stuff. So, that is what I will be saying from now on. Hello, hello everyone that is joining. Make sure that if you're joining that you leave me a comment. I'm going to try to see if I can figure out how to show the comments on my screen. It is very different with Facebook than it is with YouTube. YouTube, it just comes right up. Facebook, it does not. Facebook, I think you have to click in the comments or something. I don't know, but it's not working. Let's see. Oh, got it. Okay, I figured it out. Yay. I don't go live on Facebook very often. I'm actually going to try to start going live a little bit more often so that Facebook kind of gets some love too. I know I post on Facebook just about every single day, but you know, I do a lot of YouTube videos, and so I'm going to try to start popping in a little bit more on Facebook than I typically do. So just make sure that you tell me that you're here. I'd love it if you liked the video and also shared it. That really does help me out a lot on finding new customers, new crafter friends. I love making new crafty friends. So today we are going to do our last project for back to school. Now, if I am in the Darlington area, and schools started back last Thursday here. Now, some of the private schools, I think, are starting later. And then I know where we moved from, those started yesterday or Monday. And then I think some may start on Monday, like some of the private ones too. So anyway, right now is the perfect time to get these nice little cutesy thank you gifts, and you got this for teachers and admin staff. Don't forget the admin staff. They do a lot of background work too. So I wanted to do one more project. Now you can get these as make and takes. I will mail these out next Wednesday, and it'll be these two projects plus the one we create today. So I will have the designer series paper cut for you. I'll have the cardstock cut for you. I can't do any of the stamping, but I can do all of the die cutting that is not included in the bundle that we're going to use. And I'm sorry for the sniffles. Being back in school, all the little babies are getting sick, and so they're passing it along to all the rest of us. So yay. So I won't cut out the pieces that are included in this die set here unless I have time. If I do have time, I will cut out this part, but I won't be able to stamp anything for you. So you'll have to either have the stamp, or you can just create the lines in the background as well. So that is a $50 purchase before tax and shipping, and you can get all three of these make and takes for free. All right, so let's dive in. Let's make this box. Now, just be patient with me. I created this box, and I'm going to be honest, I really struggled with it at first. Really struggled with it. And I think I came up with the easiest way to create a box using one of my new favorite items. New favorite items, and these are the party banners. They are nice and big, and so you can create lots of large things with them. All right, so there we go. Getting that light a little bit larger, or a little bit brighter. I'm going to set all those pieces aside really quick. We're going to focus on the inside part of our box. Now, I started out, I'm just gonna say this. I started out creating this box thinking that I kind of wanted it to be like a clamshell. So it would literally just kind of open like this. What I found was it just wasn't as easy to pull it from this and make it like a clamshell box. And so I ended up just making it like an open one at the top. And it fits a lot of stuff. So this is kind of like a teacher survival, I guess is what I could call it. It has tissues in it. It has a Reese cup because everybody needs a Reese cup. And then it also has a lotion in there. Okay, so this one has that. Now there's more you can fit in it too. You could even slide in a little gift card as well. So we're gonna do that inside part though. I'm gonna grab my Simply Scored. Again, sorry for the sniffles. It's actually much better today than it has been all week, which is why I did not go live yesterday. Yesterday, I couldn't even breathe. So, but today is actually much, much better. And it's just a mix of all this allergy stuff. So, the first we're going to do, so you have an 8.5 side. And on the 8.5 side, we're going to score at 4. Just once. All you need to do is score at 4. Then you're going to turn it to the 2.5 side, and you're going to score at 1/2 inch, and you're going to score at 2. Then you're going to grab in the other piece, so you'll cut 2 of these pieces, and again, you're going to score at 4. Then you're going to turn it, score at 1/2 inch, and 2 inches. All right, so that's all the scoring. We are going to fold on all of our score lines. We want to give it a good burnish. So I'm going to do all the score lines. All right. Now, you're going to have a piece that is 4 1/4. I'm sorry, 4 1/2, and then you're going to have a piece that's 4. Your 4 is what is going to go on the bottom. And that is going to nestle with the other piece, okay? So this part here on this side, we want to put our adhesive. So I'm going to flip that over. Now, I'm going to do a little contraband. Sorry. I wanted a really wide tear and tape because I don't want to have to tape it multiple times, but I really need it to be just about the full width of our little 1/2 inch score line here. So it's a little bit of contraband. It's okay. Every now and then it's okay to step out just a touch. I don't very often, but on some of the tear and tape adhesives, I will step out of the bounds just a little bit. Okay, so now we've got this. Now this is our smallest and this is the bottom. So now what we want to do is we want to fold on these score lines here. Let's give them a good burnish. I also felt like walking you through this instead of just posting pictures would be a little bit easier because it is a little bit different than what I've ever done before. Okay, so this is our 4. So this is going to go like this. So we're going to flip it. And instead of putting adhesive on these 2 sides, we're only going to put adhesive on this. And I'm going to show you why in just a second. We're going to do 3 pieces right down like this. All right, then we need to put adhesive here. And adhesive here. Okay. Now, we're going to cut off these 2 pieces here. And I'm going to grab my larger scissors just because it'll make it easier. I'm going to go on the side that has the, what I call the mountain or the hump. And that is how we're going to cut it, okay? Because it'll just be easier to cut it on that inside part of the hump. And you're just going to cut it all the way down. And if you do it on the inside of the hump, it's really gonna go nicely on the inside of this. And then we're just gonna do that cut right there. Then we're gonna come over here and we're gonna cut right there. And then we're gonna cut down this hump here. See if I can keep it straight. Ta-da. All right, then we're gonna take these pieces off here. And we're gonna attach right here. So it's just gonna sit right there on the inside of that piece. We wanna make sure we get it pretty close to that center. And I'm not on that center, but that's okay. We're gonna make that work. We'll make that work. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here to this piece. I think that's gonna be off a bit. And we're going to cut here and here so that it'll fold. And then again on this side. And what I'm doing is cutting up each side of that little mountain. All right. Now, we are going to take off all of our adhesive here. And once we do that, I know it's a lot. Come right over here, do this side. See if my nails can catch it. It's struggling just a touch. Okay, there we go. Now, we're gonna take and fold this up and we're going to attach it to our side, just like that. Then we're gonna do it over here on this side as well, like that. And then you want to take this one and do the same thing. And get them closed in there. And then get it closed in. It is a little sticky. All right, now I have cut, oops, sorry. We're gonna leave that sitting up like that. I have cut 2 thick, and this is thick cardstock as well, because you really want it to be thicker cardstock. I have cut these 2 out of thick basic white cardstock. We are gonna take it, and we're sitting that down straight like this, and we're gonna attach it. Let's see if I can do this. Hold on. Let's make this a little cleaner. There we go. All right. We're gonna line it up, and then we're just going to, we're gonna hold this. You know what, let me do this. Here's something easy that you can do. Take your, this is what I was using when I was doing the sample. Take your silicone mat and just lay it down on there. It's not gonna stick, so it'll be great. Now what you can do is take your banner and line it up with your edge and right across that bottom. Now I'm gonna flip it, and I'm gonna make sure that my box is lining up closer to the edge. Okay, so I just want to make sure that it does that pretty well. And then we're going to do that again on this side. So we're going to hold it and make sure we get our box on that edge like that. Okay, then you can set it down and you can rub it like that. Then we're going to do it again with our front side, and your flagged part is going to be up. Okay, all right, so we're going to line it up right down here on that edge Okay, and then we're going to make sure that this side lines up with that edge. And then make sure this side lines up with the edge. Like that. And then take your bone folder or your scissors or whatever and just rub down on those adhesive lines on the inside. And then that's your making sure that it's nice and sealed. Okay? All right, now we're gonna take some liquid glue. I've cut out a piece of designer series paper with the same size flag. You're gonna take some liquid glue and we're gonna add liquid glue to the front here. And then we're gonna attach this and we're just gonna line it up. Make sure it's even. All right, and then there is the construction of your actual box. Pretty simple once you get the hang of it. It just took me a minute. I don't normally struggle with boxes. I love 3D projects, but this one took me for a loop, so I'm not gonna lie. Could have been that I wasn't really functioning on all cylinders, but you know, that is okay. All right, I've already cut out this piece. We're gonna take our stamp here. We're gonna take our Azure Afternoon. We're gonna ink it up. And then we are going to take a piece of grid paper as I drop them all. We're gonna stamp that down right there. And then we're gonna stamp it on here like that. We are gonna take our Poppy Parade Stampin' Right pen, and then we're gonna take a ruler and draw our line with our thin point. Okay, now we're gonna take Thanks, and Thanks is from Wonderful Thoughts, so it's that little one right there. We're gonna take it and stamp it 3 times down here at the bottom. So we're gonna stamp it there, there, and one more time right there. All right, this is going to go right here on our box. I'm gonna put a little bit of adhesive on the back of it, and that'll help to kind of keep it on there. Actually, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's just take this piece here, and we're gonna pop it up. So we're gonna pop up our little banner that I cut from designer series paper. And then let's stick one in the center. Actually, I've got one more little piece, so we're just gonna stick it on there. All right, we'll take off the backs, and then we're gonna attach it to our notebook paper at an angle like this. All right, then I've got alphabet letters cut out. Well, I had an A, B, and C. I apparently have an A and a C now. Interesting. Oh, there's the B. The B is still in there. The B did not want to come out. All right, there we go. These are from the mini alphabet dies. So we're gonna do the B first because we're gonna kind of put it in the center. All right, so we're gonna stick that there. And then let's do the C. And C is just gonna kind of go over here at an angle. And then we've got A. Now, with A, we are going to take it and put it on the heart. I think we put it like right about there. All right, then I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to put some adhesive on the back of the heart like that. And then we're going to stick this here. Now, I'm not making these straight or in a nice little circle. I am just adhering them down just like a kid would do. No perfection on it. Then we're going to take a little clothespin, which this is clothespins I've had from Stampin' Up! From many, many years ago. And we're going to put that right on top. We're going to take our ribbon, which is some basic beige. And we're going to tie a pretty large bow. It's nice to have large bows on our little gift bags and boxes and stuff. Oop, let's see if I can get that to go. All right, so we're gonna trim this off over here. And then let's trim this side off over here, like that. We've got a glue dot. We're going to add a glue dot to it. And we're going to stick this right here on this little metal piece that the clothespin is on. We want to cover that up. We want it to look pretty. Okay, and then last but not least, let's add to our box our little embellishments. And we're going to go with these up here. So we're going to do one here, there, there, and let's do one there, and then we'll do another big one right down here. Okay, so that is the box itself. And then of course you need to add fun things to it. So in this one, I've got some clean wipes that can go down in there. And you can take and put a little bit of adhesive on the back of this to fold that down so you can't see it sticking outside the box. I also have some blue diamond almonds, so we're going to stick those down in there. Right down here. Oh, maybe. There we go. And then some more hand sanitizer, because you know you just can't have enough of that. So then you can fiddle around with whatever you want to put in it. All kinds of different things. That one's a little bit larger. Great thing is it's got a little expand to it, which is nice. So, all right, so there we go. There is our last project for this week. Don't forget, you have to order by today before midnight in order to get these 3 projects. And let's do this. Let me line them up for you so you can see them all again. And there we go. All right, so those right there. And thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.